Well, didn't even make it to Seligman. I've got oil pressure went down to about 10, started overheating, and now I got water boiling out of the radiator, and that's loose. Well, at least we found a wide spot to hang out. I'm going to change the oil filter and dump the rest of the oil I got in here, and then put more water in the radiator. I guess while we're here we'll make some breakfast and stuff.
Go potty?
And it's been cold. I'm freezing. I don't have any heat in the front of this thing.
Yeah.
We think whole new place. Ooh, this one's got big berries on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get out of there.
Come on, over here.
She likes eating the berries. Yeah, juniper berries.
So are the trees.
Yeah.
Go potty?
Yep. Motors and me apparently don't get along. Okay, howdy neighbors. Well, we're back. We're still here. We spent the night. We had a snafu when it came to going and getting oil yesterday. In Seligman, the cheapest oil was $39 plus tax a gallon. And I wasn't about to spend that for 7 gallons. And so I got up early this morning at the crack of dawn and took Vicky's rig and went 12 miles down the road the other way, and it was $24 a gallon. 23.99, something like that. So I got the new oil in and 3 gallons of water in the radiator, and when I fired it up, it ran up to about 45 psi, so that's a good thing. So we'll see how far we make it today. I'm gonna get everything locked down and packed up, put away, and the only real pain in the butt is that this is a hill we got to climb, so I figure it's about 3/4 of a mile up, and then hopefully it'll be going downhill from there. But overall, this was a pretty okay place to have spent the night, except for, you know, the 28 degrees. But the heaters, the diesel heater, fortunately stayed together, and back in the wind, and the Mr. Buddy up front. So it was 28 outside, and it was 70 inside, 72. Perfect sleeping weather, I guess. Somebody's going down this road over here. Cool. I was wondering if anybody ever used that road, but I see that they do. Almost looks like a railroad rig, but I don't see the fancy BNSF logo on it. So, I guess the plan is to see how far we make it today. I'd sure like to make it to Kingman. See what happens. Yeah, we got limited internet here, so I'll be trying to put this video up, and hopefully by the time I get someplace it'll be uploaded. Or maybe I won't, and I'll put it up when I find out how far I make it. Alright, that's it for now. Later. Well, howdy neighbors. Well, spent $250 on oil and a new filter, and made it 50 miles and started doing the same thing, overheating and stuff. Then, so we pull in here, let it cool down, check everything, you know. Shows no oil. I put 7 gallons in this morning. So then I fire it up, and it's back up to running like normal, but I haven't checked the oil since I fired it back up. Was going to have Vicky fire her rig up and go into Walmart. We're only 50 miles out from Kingman and Walmart. Her battery is dead. It won't even start when I jump it off my Battleborns, and I just moved the bus around and tried jumping it off the bus batteries. It won't start, so she needs a new battery. I set up roadside assistance to make sure. I called last week to make sure the bus was covered. They said, yep, got you covered. Wrong. It didn't go through, so they forgot to put it through. So if I pay them $200 today, they could probably do it, and that's a 200-mile towing range. Vicky's roadside assistance, apparently it's not working, and we're in a really crappy area for phones, so they got 1 bar of 4G. So she would have been in there, got me more oil, put a new battery in her rig, because it fired right up this morning, and she was able to drive all the way to here. And we got told this isn't a very good place, that the cops will probably kick us out because we're on Indian land. The problem is we can't move. It's just unreal, and I can't switch batteries. All I got's my Battleborns and a dead battery in my rig because the alternator's dead. So yeah, I tried hooking her battery up to my Battleborns and let it sit there and charge for a while. It just won't do it. This battery's too far gone. Yeah, this is what it's like out here. The world, the planet just likes messing with me. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. Hope y'all are having a better day. Later. Morning. Well, the internet here isn't that great. I tried to put up a couple videos yesterday, but couldn't do it. I'll try again today. Vicky's rig is going into Kingman to Walmart. They're going to put a new battery in it and do a lube oil and filter change. City towing. I'm going to go park across the street and wait for her to get back with some more oil, and then I'm going to try to make it into Kingman. See what happens. Back is already killing me, and I've already had 2 aspirin, which is typical. All right, be back. All right. Howdy, neighbors. So Vicky just called. Her rig's running. She's getting oil and a few other things. And I am parked in this. Actually, it's a lot nicer parking lot in the full sun right here. Trouble is, I'm really close to the trains, which personally I don't mind. Vicky starts laughing. She says, I bet it'll lull you to sleep. I said, yeah, I think it does. Anyway, now we're trying to figure out where I can get and hang out in Kingman. Tomorrow I'm going to pay the extra money I need to make sure, even though they told me I was already covered for towing. So I'm going to do that hopefully tomorrow, and I think we'll probably end up staying right here overnight. Post office is right directly across the street from us, from where we are, and this lot is the Fish and Game, or Game and Fish Rangers are parked all around, and the two officers that were working the morning and night shift that I talked to this morning said, yep, just go pull over there, you'll be fine. So I told them what's going on and why we're here, and they said no problem. So anyway, yeah, I gotta find out what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna deal with this, because yeah, I'm at a loss. Doesn't seem to matter what I try. Everything falls apart, which is pretty typical. I told Vicky she needs to get away from me because my bad luck is rubbing off on her. So I'd like to try and find a place in Kingman where I can at least camp this thing out. You know, I'm pushing it by, you know, changing the oil and or just adding more like I'm going to do now. It's all I can do, you know. Friend of mine said, start a GoFundMe. Lori said, put a video out immediately. Tell everybody what's going on. Maybe somebody coming through Kingman or coming that way can stop and help. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, what kind of help can you do in the middle of a Native American reservation and out in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, we're only, if I put Walmart, you know, in directions to Walmart from here, it says 50 miles. So it's not like we're forever away. And I'm hoping that this next oil change at least will get me closer, and then I've got extra oil if it seems like I burned off or it blew out, and there is kind of spray, you know, light oil spray, it looks like, up the back of the bus and on the van. So yeah, I don't know. I just know I need somebody with a lot more expertise and a way better back than myself to do this. And I want to get down because this is still 4,800 feet and I'm definitely feeling it. And then I'm walking the monster here around, and my lower back is just toast. Oh, I get up and she flips over into my spot. That's why I call you the monster. Okay. It seems we seem to have better internet on this side of the road, so hopefully I can put this video together and y'all will see it. And for all of you giving me tips and tricks and telling me I'm screwed up and this and that and the other, I know. I've been doing this kind of stuff for decades, you know, like as soon as the radiator started doing what it was doing, I loosened the cap, and when I fill it, I leave the cap loose so it doesn't build pressure, etc., etc. Yeah, I added the stuff for the radiator, knowing full well when I'd reached that point that it was over, but I had no choice, you know. There's just a lot of those things that I'm already well aware of, but, you know, you do what you can do to get where you're going. And that's all I'm trying to do. If I could be in Quartzsite right now, I would, because it was 30 degrees in here or outside this morning. And, yeah, at least it was comfortable in here. I mean, comfortable enough. You had to wear a sweater until I cranked the heat up on everything. But for sleeping under the covers, it was really nice. Got down to 68, I think. Something like that. So, I'll let you know what happens when I'll try and keep you updated as much as I can. Later.